Wishing all of you a very, very good afternoon. Today, I think this function is doubly blessed. It is not only Mahatma Gandhi's 150th anniversary, at the same time, it is also Lal Bahadur Shastri's birthday. So, on this occasion, he is a Shastri who was a great educator and a Shastri in the Sanskrit language. And therefore, it is very befitting that we remember these two gentlemen when we are talking of actually a function where ideal teachers have been awarded prizes. I would like to only begin my thing by saying that Mahatma Gandhi's greatest skill was, he was an activist, he was also active, he was tolerant, and he was non-violent. All these qualities are extremely good. I want to only tell, because all of you are teachers, I am only a part-time teacher and not a regular teacher. But let me tell you one thing that I have learned, and that is, all education begins with adhyayana, learning, and learning begins with listening. Listening means shravanam, listening, shravanam. Shravanam means mananam, mananam means dhyanam, dhyanam means dharanam, dharanam means gnanam. This is the first thing that every teacher must actually understand. Also, adhyayana must be followed by shodhana, discovery, parishodhana, which is actually a research, parishilana, examination, nirdharana, coming to a conclusion, bodhana, upadhyayana, acharana, pracharana. Today, unfortunately, in society, we begin with pracharana rather than with acharana. So this is one thing which we all have to actually understand. I want to only say one thing. A teacher's real skill is diddinche vatsalyam, diddinche vatsalyam, bojinche naipunyam, nerpinche kaushalyam, sadinche safalyam, marpinche darshakatvam, ade guru rupam, anduke ataniki namaskaram. So this is actually, for a teacher, the most important skills that he should have is very, very important. Also at the same time, education, vidya, comes from a Sanskrit word called vid. Vid means to know, to learn. And also what it means, vikasa, all development comes from the word vid. Vidyaya karya samuchaya. That means through education, through your knowledge, you are able to achieve what you set forth to achieve. This is very, very important, I want to tell you. Let me also tell you, when I was a small kid, I was in an English convent. When I was in the convent, I was surprised as a 3-year-old kid or a 4-year-old kid. I had one mother at home. I had also a mother in the class. So I was surprised. Do I have actually two mothers or do I have only one mother? So I went back home and asked my mother. So my mother told me one very important thing. She said, Naina, intlo neeko oka amma kavali, school lo kuda neeko oka amma kavali, kabatti, nuvu ekkadunna kuda amma matram lekunda nuvu undakudadu ani cheppindannamata. This is a small instance to show how important it is to think of the teacher as a parent in the school and to think of the parent in the home as a teacher in the home. So unless this understanding is there, a teacher will not be able to do much. Also, let me also tell you, education is not information. Education means formative of character, formative of, and also mind training, intellect sharpening, man making, and life giving. Only when you combine all these things can you say you are an excellent teacher. And all education as an administrator, I have learned only one thing. All education must be giving encouragement, enabling people, enlightening people, embedding knowledge, empowering people, and excelling. And excel means 3 E's are very important. One, excel yourself. You can't excel someone else. You must excel yourself. Exceed the expectations of people. Also at the same time, expand your horizons of thinking. Expand your horizon So that all these three things, when you combine, only then is the student a really good student. And that is what I think the teachers must actually explain very clearly. And also at the same time, let me actually, in Swami Vivekananda's words, he said, I am a voice without a form. But in the class, the teacher is a form with a voice. Teacher is a form with a voice. Later on, he may remain only a voice, but the voice will be respected. That is what the teacher should really aspire to be. I want to actually read one or two small things. I have learned also one very important thing. Listening means learning. Learning means linking. Linking means leveraging. Leveraging means leaping. Leaping means leading. This is a process that we should all be aware of. Also at the same time, all good teachers inform. When a teacher informs, he includes the class. Inform means include. When you include, you interest them. When you interest them, you can influence them. If you can influence them, you can involve them. If you can involve them, you can instruct them. If you can instruct them, they will be inspired and they will aspire. Your job is done. So a very simple formula of how we can actually enthuse students and get the best out of them. Also at the same time, let me also tell you, I used to be director of the Institute of Public Enterprise. We train IAS officers and we train MBAs. So there I learned one very important thing. Reading must lead to thinking. Reading must lead to thinking. Thinking must lead to questioning. Questioning must lead to knowing. Knowing must lead to doing. Doing must lead to becoming. Becoming must lead to being a human being. So this is a process through which you convert people into good human beings. A very simple thing. And let me also tell you one small instance. In IPE, we used to give a student who had 100% attendance an award. I expected a girl student to get it. It was actually a boy. So I called him and said, don't tell me that you attended all the classes, 100% attendance with so many other distractions. He looked at me and he posed a question to me. He said, sir, who gave you your IAS? I was shocked. He said, who gave you your IAS? I said, why are you telling that? He said, what, sir? You say you are an IAS officer, you don't understand this simple thing. I said, what is that simple thing? Do you know what he told me? He said, sir, my teacher would have read 10 to 15 books. It would have taken them 40 to 45 days. And in 45 minutes, he is telling everything in the class, sir. If I sit and listen intently for 45 minutes in the class, sir, it is like my reading for 45 days, sir. See how intelligent that boy was. So this is the type of thing which students must be instilled in. And lastly, I want to say, marpu. My mother taught me this one. She said, marpu ravalante naina, నీకు నేర్పు ఉండాలి, నీకు ఓర్పు ఉండాలి, నీకు కూర్పు ఉండాలి, నీకు చేర్పు ఉండాలి, అవసరమైతే మలుపు ఉండాలి, నీవు తీర్పు చేయాలి, నీకు గెలుపు రావాలి రా, అప్పుడే మార్పు వస్తుంది నీలోనని. See how simple it is. This is what a teacher in the class like a mother must teach. This is, I think, a very, very important thing. I want you to actually look at it. At the same time, teachers must convert the dreams of the students into reality. Kalpana requires first and foremost sankalpana, determination. Sankalpana requires parikalpana, plan of action. Parikalpana requires rupakalpana. Rupakalpana requires karya nirvahana. Karya nirvahana leads to karya sadhana. Unless we actually have this thing together, we will not be able to achieve anything. So that is why I would only like to say on this occasion, I'm extremely happy to be present here and to exchange a few thoughts and ideas on how important it is for the teachers, because they are the molders. They are the molders of the nation. They are the people who build the nation. I went to Germany, and do you know, when I asked them who built Germany, I expected some leader's name. They said, no, it is the headmasters who have built Germany. They have taught discipline. They have taught determination. And that is the most important thing. a nation expects from the teachers. Also, lastly, let me actually conclude by saying a simple thing. How many fingers do I have? 5. This is a little finger, Jala Ungili. This finger is actually Prithvi, the ring finger. This is called Akash, the biggest one. This is called Vayu, rumor mongering. And this is called actually the thumb. And the thumb is actually Agni. So you see, this has only this movement, this has only this movement, this has only this movement, this has only this. Which has the maximum movement? The thumb. It can get all of them together. A powerful fist of energy and fury. Ashirvad, Varad. And this is the most important thing all of us must understand. And this, I think, is something students must actually know how to actually utilize. And the teacher must know. The little fellow who wants help, this fellow who is Shokhila, this fellow who thinks he's a very big fellow, this fellow is a fellow who is rumor mongering, and this is the fellow, as a teacher, how you have to get the class together. This, I think, is something we all have to realize, and that, I think, is something which we should all do. I once again thank the organizers for giving me an opportunity to exchange a few thoughts here, and I once again wish all the teachers who have got awards the best, and also who have not got awards, that they must strive and try to see that you actually get other awards, and that, I think, is very, very important. And lastly, I would quote from the Takshashila University. At the time of the convocation, every student would be asked to come, and he was given a mantra in his ear. The mantra was same and similar, but every student thought it was given exclusively to him. What was that mantra? Asma Bhava, be as strong as a rock in your determination. Parashu Bhava, be as sharp as a battle axe in your intellect. And whenever the battle axe gets blunted, go back to the hard rock of your determination. Hone it to the same sharpness that you can fight one more battle and win the war of life. I expect all of you teachers to not only yourself win the war, but ensure that all your students also win the war. Thank you very much.